You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's up, Black and White sports fans? John Matrix here, and I am back with another video. All right, let's go over to the woke NFL, folks. And what we're going to be talking about today in this video really is about the NFL's mask rule for the coaches. The NFL has laid the smack down. You will wear a mask if you are a coach on the field. You absolutely have to wear a mask or else you're going to get fined. And not only you, but your team is going to get fined also. So 3 coaches on Sunday got fined. That is Denver's Vic Fangio, Pete Carroll from the Seahawks, and Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers. They were each fined $100,000 apiece for not wearing their mask, or I guess not wearing their mask properly either. And I think it's kind of crazy, but also the league also fined each team of these coaches $250 each for not wearing a mask. This, folks, is really, really crazy, okay? I'm going to tell you why. The NFL is actually testing everybody for the virus. Everybody is getting tested for the virus. And if you got the virus, you won't be on the sideline. So essentially, everybody that's on the sideline, folks, doesn't have the virus. Okay? So what is the actual point of wearing a mask or a face shield on a sideline? You're not going to get the virus unless you're exposed to somebody that actually has the virus. But since the NFL is doing all this testing, nobody is getting the virus. You know what I think it is, folks? I think that the NFL is basically trying to tell the viewing audience that you need to wear a mask. I think that's the perception that they want to put out there, that if you're out in public, you need to wear a mask, even though the masks really don't do anything for the coaches on the field, like I said, because they're not around people on the field that have the virus. Everybody's getting tested. This is nothing more than just telling you, the viewers, you need to wear a mask. It's ridiculous. It really, really is ridiculous if you ask me. These coaches are not going to get the virus on the football field. Now, if they go out, do something in public, expose themselves, yes, that's a different story. But however, the NFL is still testing everybody for the virus. I'm pretty sure that they're doing this on game day, before the players actually go on the field. Nobody is going to be exposed to the virus on the field. It's just not going to happen. So this is absolutely ridiculous too. But also, other NFL coaches may also be fined for this also. Bill Belichick, he could actually get fined too. He actually had this weird looking mask on his face. I mean, it looked really, really weird. I think he was probably wearing the mask upside down. It was mostly over his nose, but not really his mouth. He looked ridiculous, to tell you the truth. He really, really did look ridiculous wearing that mask. Also, last night, John Gruden, Sean Payton, they weren't wearing masks. Now, we both know that Sean Payton had the virus, and also John Gruden, he also had the virus too. Now, like I said before, this is ridiculous. They're probably going to get fined also. So that means that the Saints and the Raiders, they're going to get fined $250,000 apiece for this. Okay? Now, Gruden actually had a quote. He said, quote, "I'm doing my best. I've had the virus. I'm doing my best. I'm very sensitive about it. I'm calling guys. I just want to communicate in these situations. And if I get fined, I'll have to pay the fine. But I'm very sensitive about that. And I apologize," close quote. So what's going to happen going forward? Are these coaches actually still not going to wear the mask going forward, even though they got fined? I mean, Gruden had the virus. Sean Payton had the virus. Maybe they think it's pretty ridiculous, that they have to wear masks on the sideline when nobody's going to be exposed to the virus. In some cases, you do have fans in attendance, but the social distancing is so far away from the fans that there's no way in the world the virus is going to actually get out from the fans, I guess, if they have it, to the players. It's just not going to happen, okay? And it's kind of ridiculous also, because the players themselves don't have to wear masks. Players not wearing masks on the field. When they go to the sidelines, they're not wearing masks at all. And they're not social distancing from the coaches, the trainers, those people. They're not social distancing at all. when it comes to the virus, probably social distancing is actually more important than wearing a mask. Because if you really think, folks, and I'm not telling you what to do, if you think some little cheap cloth is going to keep the virus out, then you may want to rethink that, okay? Looking on the sideline, when players come back on the field, they're sitting down with coaches. The coaches are right next to them, going over plays, going over future plays, what we could do better, that kind of thing. There's no social distancing whatsoever. There's none. So just the mere fact, of wearing a mask is not going to stop the virus, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. You do what you want to do. But as far as, the coaches on the field, they shouldn't be wearing masks. They really, really shouldn't. Andy Reid, man, he looks like he's going into some kind of a science lab out there, with his face shield. The first week it actually fogged up on him. And then he used this defogger, I believe, this past week. But don't wear that thing. The NFL, man, they should know that nobody's going to get the virus from other players on the field. It's just not going to happen. How often is the NFL testing? I'm pretty sure they're testing like crazy because they don't want any outbreaks of this virus, slowing down their season, delaying their season. You saw what happened in MLB. The Cardinals, they missed a whole bunch of games because they had outbreaks of the virus. The NFL doesn't want to have that. But when they're on the field, man, it's ridiculous. If these coaches don't want to wear a mask, then they shouldn't have to wear a mask because the precautions are in place. Everybody on the field is pretty much in a bubble. They're not going to be exposed to the virus. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? 3 NFL coaches being fined for mask violations, and there actually could be more coaches that get fined for not wearing the mask completely over their nose and their mouth. We've seen some coaches actually just have it hanging down beneath their mouth or beneath their nose. They can get fined also. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.